This is some very interesting news, or rumor as it is, so take it with a grain of salt, as with everything, but I will actually link this one so you can check it out in the description below if you want to kind of see where this is coming from. But I found this to be incredibly interesting because according to this, the PlayStation 5 Pro will release alongside the base PlayStation 5 model as well. So if you think about that, Sony interested in possibly releasing a base model and a pro model right at launch instead of waiting a few years and releasing a pro model out of the way. Obviously, if that were to be the case, I would assume that the Pro model would be pretty expensive. If Sony were to release the PS4 Pro at the same time as they would have launched the base model PS4, it probably would have easily been, $600, if not more. So usually you wait a little bit longer and then you get the mid-gen refresh, but maybe Sony is thinking about doing things the way that they do phones, have a base model iPhone or whatever, and then the more expensive model, L or S or X or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Microsoft was rumored to do something similar with a quote-unquote Lockhart, with the lesser one, and then Scarlett was going to be the more advanced one, and then it looks like maybe they kind of canceled that idea according to Phil Spencer. So obviously the current console generation saw high-end models. We had mid-gen refreshes, the X and the Pro, and it looks like Sony might have something up their sleeves for next generation very much like this. According to a Japanese journalist, Sony is launching 2 different PlayStation 5 models next year, the base and the Pro model, and according to this journalist, Sony has acknowledged the interest in high-end model and wants to give players what they want right from the beginning of the generation. It is a rumor though, so take everything with a grain of salt, but obviously he has a proven track record. I haven't talked about the Nintendo Switch Lite before the official announcements. Last month he had the chance to sort of talk about the PlayStation 5 leak thanks to this particular person and things like that. So this is going to be very interesting to see if they're going to launch 2 different SKUs. Again, I feel like Microsoft in particular maybe had too many different ideas, a streaming box, which turns out not to be true, a couple different SKUs for this. They're still selling an X, a discless S, a regular S. I felt like that maybe was a little bit too much. Sony could be treading that line, but again, it looks like they're going to be having something that's going to be possibly more powerful than Microsoft's Scarlett. Even though it would be expensive, I mean, they would have the most powerful console and more options, and that's something that maybe would appeal to people. I don't know, like for me personally, if I'm getting a PS5, it's going to be the most powerful PS5 it can be, and so I would personally get the Pro, but that would likely mean definitely no Scarlett for me at launch. I'd have to go with the games anyway. But anyway, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. Let me know. What do you think about this strategy, if it's true? Rate, comment, subscribe. If you enjoy the content, please share and subscribe and hit the bell. And maybe consider becoming a member of the channel. Thank you for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.